Welcome back, gardeners. If you've ever looked at your garden soil and thought, this dirt is hopeless, dry, cracked, hard as brick or dull as dust, you're not alone. Many of us inherit or struggle with poor soil that seems impossible to grow anything in. But here's the exciting part. You don't need expensive fertilizers, bags of compost or chemicals to fix it. Nature already has the solution. And today I'll show you how to take the poorest, dead-looking dirt and transform it into super microbe-rich fertile soil in just days, using simple, free materials you already have around your home and yard. The truth is, poor soil isn't really poor, it's just missing its life. Healthy soil is more than a pile of particles. It's a living ecosystem packed with earthworms, fungi, and trillions of invisible microbes working together to recycle nutrients. They are the real reason plants grow strong. But when soil has been stripped, compacted, or left bare, it loses that living community and becomes what we call dead dirt. That's why chemical fertilizer never solves the problem. It feeds plants directly, but ignores the biology beneath. To truly revive dead soil, we have to feed the life in it. And the beautiful thing? Nature doesn't ask for fancy inputs. The very materials most people throw away, grass clippings, cardboard, kitchen scraps, and weeds, are exactly what soil life craves. Layered together in the right way, they become a feast for microbes and worms. Once buried, they don't just rot, they spark a chain reaction that transforms poor soil into a thriving, dark, crumbly bed of humus that plants absolutely love. Here's the method I've used and seen work miracles. Start by choosing a patch of your garden that's giving you trouble. Maybe plants wilt there, or water just runs off instead of soaking in. Dig a hole about a foot deep and wide. At the bottom, lay down a green layer grass clippings, fresh weeds, or fruit and veggie scraps. These are your quick energy materials, rich in nitrogen, which get microbes moving fast. Next, add a carbon layer, torn up cardboard, brown leaves, or shredded paper. This balances the nitrogen and gives fungi something to chew on. Sprinkle in a little soil to introduce native microbes. Then repeat, greens, browns, soil, until the hole is nearly full. Finally, cover it back over with soil and give it a gentle watering. What happens next feels like magic, but it's really science. Within just a few days, microbes awaken and start breaking down the fresh organics. Their activity releases gentle heat and creates food chains that attract worms from all around. If you dig carefully after a week, you might already see worms moving in. By 2 weeks, the hole is alive. Worm tunnels crisscross through the soil, fungal threads spread like spider webs, and the texture becomes darker and richer. By 30 days, the transformation is undeniable. The poor soil you once avoided is now microbe-rich humus that holds water, breathes easily, and feeds your plants. This method works because you're mimicking nature's own cycle of renewal. In forests, leaves fall, plants die back, and everything gets layered on the ground. Microbes and worms recycle it, building soil year after year. But in our gardens, we often throw away those natural inputs. By burying scraps and clippings, we're simply restoring what nature intended, closing the loop and giving soil life exactly what it needs. And here's the best part. It costs nothing. You don't have to buy fancy soil conditioners or bottled fertilizers. Grass from mowing, weeds from pulling, cardboard from packages, scraps from dinner, they're all free. Instead of sending them to the trash, you're turning them into fertility factories right beneath your feet. It's recycling at its most powerful, waste into food, dirt into life. Now, a quick word of caution. Not everything belongs underground. Skip meat, dairy, and oily foods, as they attract pests and slow things down. Stick with plant-based scraps, greens, browns, and paper products. And don't bury everything in one spot. Rotate your holes around the garden. That way, over time, your entire garden bed becomes dotted with fertility hotspots that blend together into one continuous living soil. When you come back to plant in these areas, you'll notice a big difference. Roots slip easily into the loosened soil, water holds longer, and plants stay greener. Instead of fighting with poor dirt, you'll feel like the soil is working with you, providing natural fertility season after season. So, if you've been struggling with dead soil, don't lose hope. You don't need chemicals, you don't need a big budget, and you don't even need years. In just days, with nothing more than the scraps and clippings you already have, you can bring life roaring back into your garden. Poor soil is not the end of your gardening dreams. It's the beginning of an amazing transformation. Now I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever tried burying grass clippings, weeds, or scraps in your soil? Did you notice worms moving in faster? Drop your experience in the comments below. I always love learning from fellow gardeners. And if you found this helpful, do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell icon so you don't miss the next tip. Together, let's keep discovering natural ways to turn our gardens into thriving, living ecosystems. Your plants and your soil will thank you.